Hi, my name is Sharon McDonald, and I am your host today for Golden Drop. Welcome. We are so happy to have you here. And I'm the mom of 5 kids, and I've been using essential oils now for 22 years almost. Next month will be 22 years. Can you believe it? And I started off using eucalyptus and lavender for years, and it was super funny. I was in Virginia doing a workshop with Kiara Wells, who's actually on this call today. And it was funny because everyone said those are the gateway oils for most people. And it's true. As I've gone throughout my journeys teaching in Europe and North America, I have found that those are the 2 oils that almost everybody starts off with: eucalyptus and lavender. And so my journey just kind of got me off of the health food shelf and the grocery store aisle essential oils into companies who were doing it very well, and led me to doTERRA, where I expanded from my basic essential oils into this really big realm of beauty. And so I'm here today to talk to you and share with you my experiences with doTERRA's essential oil. It's an invigorating blend called Citrus Bliss. And this is probably going to be backwards for many of you when you see it. But Citrus Bliss is a vanilla haven for those of you who love orange and vanilla. You're going to adore this essential oil blend. My friend Becky Worthington told me a story that it was the only essential oil from doTERRA that she could get. And she had it, and she just kept putting it on all winter long. And she was the only one in her house that didn't get sick. It's just like, that doesn't surprise me because her mood was elevated. So her mental state was in a really good space. And then she also was getting the benefits of the citrus oils in there, and consistently using it. And where she applied it was on the back of her neck and on her pulse points. Literally, that's all she would do. And then she would breathe it in, and that was all she did. But she said it was the one year she never ever got sick at all. And so everybody else around her did. So let's look at what in this book. I use this book called Essential Oils of the Earth. And in this book, this is what it says for this particular blend. It addresses emotional health to help strengthen enthusiasm, passion, and zest. I'm going to talk today about the ingredients in this, and I'm going to share with you. Oh, that's the inspiring blend. Wrong one. Okay, sorry. Invigorating blend. Invigorating blend is calming. It disinfects surfaces. It elevates and eliminates odors, kills airborne pathogens, strengthens the immune system. And this is what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the ingredients in this and what goes into this. So clementine peel, grapefruit, lemon, mandarin peel, tangerine peel, vanilla bean, absolute, and wild orange are all in this. And why this makes this significant is wild orange is actually, and clementine specifically, are extremely cleansing. And when you are, lemon also is extremely cleansing. So this is something that you can use as a food additive and put it into your water. You can put it in your food. And the first time that I ever used this in food, I actually put it in vanilla ice cream. We made homemade vanilla ice cream and put it in there, and it tastes like a dreamsicle. If you've ever had one of those orange dreamsicles, it tastes just like it. And it was out of this world. And then another woman that day made a cream cheese, sour cream, whipping cream fluff that she whipped up and put this in there to dip fruit in. And it was with just a little bit of stevia, and it was out of this world. So tasty. And with mint leaves, it was amazing. I mean, really, you guys. So that was my first introduction to this. And so I wanted to talk about the levels in this specifically. The clementine and tangerine specifically, on a neurological level, are really going to boost the serotonin levels of the mind and really help those, especially when it's dark and gray outside. You can see in my background back there, we got a foot, almost a foot and a quarter of snow yesterday. And it was ridiculous. I was like, it's so late in March and look at this snow. It's crazy. So I wanted to just share those little tidbits that I remember being in a workshop with Dr. Hill and him talking about the properties, the chemistry of clementine and tangerine and what they do for serotonin levels and for all the other chemistry that makes you happy. And so this, along with wild orange, is like happy juice. So another way that I've used this is I put it into my water bottle. Do you want to grab that really quick for me? My spray bottle, and I will put it in with Purify. I know you guys are like, Purify with Citrus Bliss? Yeah. But it works so well. So you get super, super immune boosting. But I don't add vinegar to mine. I've never done it. I've only done water and essential oils. And then I put my water in, and I usually put between 10 and 15 drops, depending on the time of year. Excuse me, in the summertime, I only use 10 drops, but in the wintertime, I use 15 drops because I want this immune factor to be higher. And so I put them in here, and then every time I go to use it, I shake it up and then I spray it. And you can see it just mixes those essential oils into that water and it sprays totally. And the other thing is, a lot of people forget that your water naturally has minerals in it, which your essential oils will attach to. Okay, so you don't need to worry about, vinegar is super disinfecting. Well, frankly, it stinks when you clean with it. I mean, that's just me. If you ever gift me anything with it, I'll be super happy and grateful, and I'll use it all. But then when I go to remake it, I'm just going to make it with water and essential oils because they do just as good of a job. Okay, they really, really do. They're fabulous. So I just wanted to share how I'm using it at my house before I jump into the emotional, because I love the emotional book. And so I have this lovely book that I'm going to share the emotional properties from. So it's this book right here, Emotions and Essential Oils. Okay, and I'm going to talk about the creativity of Citrus Bliss. Okay, so Citrus Bliss acts as a powerful fire starter. It returns motivation and desire where you are lacking, and these oils are wonderful for addressing lethargy. When you're lethargic and you just can't get out of bed, you might be super slow, you're a little bit like a sloth, discouragement, despondency, and a low will to live. When the soul has lost its connection to the magic of life, this blend really helps restore that spark. Citrus Bliss inspires creativity as well. Every soul has a need to be creative. This blend inspires creative expression by reconnecting individuals with their inner child and their natural creative senses. It assists individuals in living abundantly and spontaneous and encourages play and excitement. Now, I want to stop there really quick. And the reason why it does that is because of each different essential oil within this blend. Wild orange is the essential oil of abundance, as an example. And so the contribution of the oils restores confidence in oneself and one's creations. Citrus Bliss rekindles a fire of personality and fills the heart with creative love and joy. So that, my friends, is Citrus Bliss. So I would love to hear how you're using it, if you're using it, and if you have any questions about this or any other things, I'm here to share.
I have a question. You were talking about basically the hard water, right, with the minerals and stuff in it, and that's what you're saying that the essential oils kind of bind to. What about our friends that are on like public water, like city water?
Oh, it'll still be the same. It's not going to hurt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
same
just
with
curious if
soft
that changed
water.
anything with the chlorination and all of that. You know what I mean?
Right. Even people who have a soft water system, you're getting salt in there and it will bind to the salt. people
Gotcha.
who are using, who have soft water, like naturally soft water, again, naturally soft water will have magnesium in it. And
Okay.
so you're not going to have to worry about it. Any water type is going to do well. I had
Gotcha.
someone contact me and say, well, I use distilled water when I clean. And I was just like, you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Distilled water is kind of stripped of everything, and you don't need to be picky like that. So,
Right.
can you read what Cordia said, Renee, by chance?
Sure. Excuse me. She said, I love to bake with it. I used it recently in a white cake mix to make a creamsicle cake. Yum.
I bet. And to go with that, I've actually had somebody make cupcakes, Cordelia, the same way, and they put grapefruit frosting on top. It was amazing. I've had lemonade, right? I've had lemonade cupcakes with a grapefruit frosting, but this was a Citrus Bliss, orangesicle cake mix that they did these cupcakes in, and then put grapefruit frosting on top. Oh my gosh. And it was cream cheese frosting on top of it all, right? Like, telling you, so yummy. So that's good.
Another quick tip. I like to put Citrus Bliss. I have a Dyson vacuum cleaner, so the filter is like kind of a paper material, and I put Citrus Bliss. Sometimes I put lemon, sometimes I put both, but I like to have the Citrus Bliss on the filter before I vacuum. It makes the whole house smell like Citrus Bliss, and it's kind of purifying the air while it's doing it. So,
it does. Yes.
And it makes me happy. It makes me super happy to be running my vacuum cleaner. Whee!
Yes. Yes. During allergy season, I'll give you another tip for that. You can do it. Those of you who don't have a cool filtering vacuum cleaner like she has, you can also use it on a cotton ball. So it doesn't matter what you're doing it on, but if you put Purify and lavender together on a cotton ball or on that filter during allergy season, it literally like takes all the pollen and those environmental yucks, pulls them in, and keeps that pollen count down in your house. That is the trick, because they're antihistamines, right? So you could do peppermint, lavender, and lemon, but Purify has this really funky spark to it that really is beneficial. So that's another option. I love that you brought that up, because that's great. Good job, Kira. Aromatherapy in a vacuum cleaner. Who knew?
I put Citrus Bliss in my oatmeal.
Do you love it?
I do.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I had somebody tell me they put it in their coffee one time, but I'm not a coffee drinker, so I don't know what that would be like. But she puts a lot of cream in hers and puts Citrus Bliss in her coffee.
And it's my go-to oil for my living room diffuser. I'm diffusing it all the time.
Citrus Bliss?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Anything else from you guys? Any questions?
Try it on top of ice cream.
Yeah, we were just talking about how the very first time I ever used it, I actually put it in homemade vanilla ice cream. It was incredible.
Nice.
Yeah, so tasty. So tasty. Anything else? Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Diana. Let's call that out. Diana Hinkle has a birthday today.
Thank you. I'm outside with doing my chores.
That's
My
okay. We
animals
still have to do
love me.
chores on our birthday.
Thank you.
Fortunately. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
See you soon.
Anybody else have anything? Okay. I just wanted to remind everybody about one of doTERRA's beautiful treats that they have this month. When you order or your purchase is 200 points this month, you are going to get, I'm going to go grab it because I left it on the counter. Give me 1 sec. When your order is 200 points, you're going to get this deep blue and this deep blue for free. So this is deep blue rub. It has an entire bottle of deep blue inside this. And people all the time ask me, well, if I have deep blue, I don't really need the deep blue rub cream. You do need the deep blue rub cream because the action in this cream goes super deep into your muscles, way more than this little guy does. This is still beneficial, and you can still use a drop of this and a drop of this. But my favorite recipe, I'm going to give it to you now, I give it to everybody, is a drop of copaiba on an area of concern. So if you need circulation, if you've got achy joints, anything like that, you're going to do 1 drop of copaiba, okay? 1 drop of aroma touch to be able to move the circulation. So the copaiba is going to help with pain, and that helps support the inflammation that's in that area. And aroma touch will create circulation and also help with any muscular issues. And then you add a little teeny tiny, when I talk little tiny, I'm talking like a lentil size. So that's a split pea size, super tiny. And for a shoulder or an elbow, that's the size you would do. A knee, same size. And that combination, you guys, is out of this world. You can also, if you don't have copaiba, but you have lemongrass, you can also use lemongrass as a combination. So that is my very favorite go-to pain support and muscular support, inflammation support, meaning like it's swelling and I need to move that fluid that's building up in that area. It moves it out super fast. Growing pains for my kids, athletes who are going out into the field and coming in from the field. Super good for both prep and recovery for athletes too. So arthritis, amazing support for arthritis. So this is yours. People often ask me, well, if I have a membership or I'm a customer with doTERRA, doesn't that mean I need to sell? And that's absolutely incorrect. You don't need to. You're simply a customer, just like you are a customer when you go to your local grocery store. When you go to Costco, BJ's, Sam's Club, any of those kind of discount warehouses that you're a member of, you are just a customer purchasing the same product as everybody else at a discount. So that's the same with doTERRA. My favorite way to purchase my oils is on the Loyalty Reward Program. And that Loyalty Reward Program just gives me an extra deeper discount. So instead of earning 25% off the retail value, so I'm already purchasing at 25% off, I'm actually purchasing at 55% because I get back in those purchases 30% back on all my purchases. So for every 100 points I order, I am getting 30 back into my pocket to spend on product later, which is a really big deal to me. And the fact that I get shipping rewards is even better. So if you have any questions about that or concerns, please bring them up to the person that referred you to this video or ask any of us. You can reach us at info@oils2go.com or connect with the person who shared this video with you, and you're going to be set. So thanks so much for joining us, you guys. We'll see you next week. I think Kylie's on next week, right, Renee?
That is correct.
Yay, we love it when Kylie hosts. She does a great job.
I think it's going to be Kylie and Nora because it's going to be on Clary Sage and Clary Calm.
There you go. Guys, I just read I'm going to share this with Kylie. So I read some really cool information about Clary Calm and Clary Sage. So I'm going to share that with him. He might be interested. Nora probably already knows it. But it was super interesting to me. It was good information. Thanks for being here, you guys. Appreciate it.